Hello, and welcome to the Investing from the 920 podcast starring Josh Jansen. Today we are going to cover the company Tesla, and in this podcast I'm going to be covering specifically why I bought into this company and sold it fairly quickly, how Elon gets in trouble with the SEC again, background information on the company, the fundamentals, the upcoming earnings reports, the company's various prices, their competitors, and finally, the top news stories. I bought this company after it announced that it was releasing an electric pickup truck called the Cybertruck. I saw that the price dipped, and with the good news of all the pre-orders coming in, I thought it would be very beneficial to the stock price. When I bought the Friday after the release failed with the alleged bulletproof windows, as a rock shattered them when it hit the windows, I saw the perfect opportunity to buy the dip as well as see the price rise with the pre-order numbers. Elon over that weekend would tweet out the numbers daily that had been pre-ordered. It would be 50,000, 150,000, and 300,000. I bought the stock at $334.44 a share and sold at 499 cents. I held till I wanted to take my profits elsewhere. Moving on to how Elon Musk sinks Tesla's stock with a single tweet. Elon went on another Twitter rant and in the process dropped Tesla's stock 10% in a single day. He had a Twitter thread that consisted of the following statements, and I quote, "I am selling almost all physical possessions. Will own no house. Tesla's stock price is too high, in my opinion. Now give the people back their freedom. We're the land of the free and the home of the brave. Oh, does that star-spangled banner yet wave, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air." End quote. When Elon tweeted, "Tesla's stock price is too high in my opinion," it created a sell-off and that sunk the stock. Now, Elon had a lawsuit against him from the SEC that said that Elon was not allowed to tweet or make comments that had the possibility to affect Tesla's stock price during trading hours. Now, he will be getting in trouble from the SEC again regarding his tweet. Moving on to Tesla's company statement, Tesla Inc. engages in the design, development, manufacture, and sale of fully electric vehicles, energy generation, and storage systems. It also provides vehicle service centers, supercharger stations, and self-driving compatibility. The company operates through the following segments: automotive and energy generation and storage. The automotive segment includes the design, development, manufacture, and sale of electric vehicles. The energy generation and storage segment includes the design, manufacture, installation, sale, and lease of stationary energy storage products and solar energy systems, and the sale of electricity generated by its solar energy systems to customers. It develops energy storage products for use in homes, commercial facilities, and utility sites. The company was founded by Jeffrey Strabel, Elon Reeve Musk, Martin Eberhard, and Mark Tappening on July 1st, 2003, and is headquartered in Palo Alto, California. Moving on to Tesla's fundamentals, specifically its valuation, Tesla's price to earnings are actually unavailable. Now this means one of two things generally. The company is brand new and hasn't reported it yet. And in this case, that's not the case. The second thing is that its price to earnings is negative. Now, Tesla was not profitable in its latest fiscal year, and therefore the price to earnings ratio is not available. Moving on to its price to cash flow, Tesla's price to cash flow is 56.65 times. Now, this is fairly high, but compared to the last few companies, this is one of the lower. Moving on to its profitability, Tesla's gross margin is 18.20%. Now, that is better than 75% of the other companies in the auto and truck manufacturers industry. Its net profit margin is negative 0.15%. Finally, its operating margin is 2.83%. Now you might be wondering what its operating margin means. Now this means that Tesla is able to control in its costs better than 62% of its peers. Moving on to Tesla's dividend, Tesla does not have a dividend. Moving on to its past earnings report, the analyst projected earnings of negative 36 cents per share. Tesla ended up beating its projections at $1.24 per share, which killed their expectations. Now the projections for next earnings is negative $1.51 for next quarter. Now to me, this is low, seeing how they were still very positive while in the main part of the virus, as it was taking its economic toll on the US economy and worldwide economy. Tesla's prices today on May 5th, 2020, its final price was $768.21. The 52-week range was $176.99 at the low and $968.99 at the high. Moving on to Tesla's top competitors, the first competitor I'm going to be talking about is Ford and their electric or hybrid lines that they have. The first car that Ford just released is the fully electric Mustang Mach-E. Now this is a fully electric SUV with the characteristics of its classic Mustang. Ford's next car is the Fusion Hybrid, and then the last one is the Escape Hybrid. The next company that is a top competitor to Tesla is General Motors. General Motors owns Chevy, Buick, GMC, and Cadillac. In a statement from the company, they said that all four brands are going to be launching electric vehicle lines. Starting with Cadillac, Cadillac is going to be releasing a Lyriq, and finally a sedan called the Celestiq. Hummer is going to be also moving into the electric vehicle lines with a pickup and SUV. Chevy is releasing a Chevy Bolt in the electric vehicle and a compact Chevy crossover. Finally, from General Motors, two Buick SUVs will be released in their electric vehicle lines. The next top competitor is Honda. Their lines include the Clarity, the Honda Accord Hybrid, the Accord Hybrid, the Insight Hybrid, and the CR-V Hybrid. Toyota is also another top competitor because most of Toyota's regular cars also have a hybrid option. They have the Prius, the RAV4 Hybrid, the Avalon Hybrid, the Highlander Hybrid, the Corolla Hybrid, the Camry Hybrid. Moving on to the final top competitor to Tesla is a company with the name NIO Auto Company. Now this is an overseas competitor from China with its focus market in the Asian countries. Their current models are the EP9, which is a hypercar, which is used mostly for track use and looking cool. The next two models are the ES6 and the ES8, which are both SUVs, with the ES8 being the larger of the two. The upcoming models are the EC6, which is another SUV, the EF9, which is a minivan, the ET5, which is a sedan, and the ET7, which is the larger version of the ET5 sedan. Now for the recent news stories. Elon went on a Twitter rant and sank the stock 10%, as stated earlier in the podcast. From that tweet, Elon was able to wipe out $14 billion off of Tesla's market cap. A market cap refers to the total dollar market value of a company's outstanding shares of a stock. British car sales collapsed, but the Tesla Model 3 became the top-selling UK vehicle for April 2020. Elon had a baby today on May 5th, 2020, and named it X space AE space A-12 space Musk. I don't actually know how to pronounce it, and along with the rest of the world, they don't know either. Someone was doing some digging into what that name could possibly be, but the only thing they were able to come up with is the X is for Elon's SpaceX company. They're not sure what the AE stands for, but the A-12 is a U.S. military plane. Next week, I will be covering the company Lululemon. That concludes this episode of Investing from the 920 podcast. I'd like to thank you all for tuning in for this week's episode, and make sure you like and subscribe for more videos like this. And I'll see you guys next time.